She is our lead specialist for volunteer services. And to my left is Paul LeVan. He's the chair of the Lebanon Advisory Committee, and my spouse, and I am Mary Ann. And oh, I'm sorry, this is Priscilla Gagne. I did not see her.
No, because I just ran a mile.
Welcome, Priscilla. Catch your breath.
She is one of our long-distance volunteers.
Long
That's a good
distance
place.
runners.
That's a nice upgrade from what's.
Please continue.
Thank you. First off, Madam Chair and Commissioners Ames and Phillips, thank you for allowing me this time to present and further advance the mission of the Red Cross here in Lebanon County. I will have a handout for you, which is the statistics for the fiscal year July 1, 2012 to June 30, 2013. That is only 1 year. Since July 1 of 13 to December 31 of 2013, the Red Cross has provided the following to the residents of Lebanon County. There were 10 incidents. They were either single or multi-family fires, and we helped 22 families, allotting $12,177 in financial assistance for an average of $554. But I'm not here to discuss the financials. I'm here to bring to the forefront just how active we are. Beginning January 6, 2014, along with the Campbelltown Fire Company, we assisted in the form of a warming station where we took care of 90-plus individuals who were displaced due to a water main break at the Traditions in Hershey. We were there all day. When we left there at 4:15 in the afternoon, we moved right into action again, opening a shelter at the Salvation Army. That shelter was opened at the request of Hope because their homeless shelter did not have room for overflow. There were 3 families at the Salvation Army that night. The next morning, we kept the shelter open as a warming station for another 16 hours. Since that time, our volunteers, the Lebanon County volunteers, have responded to no less than 7 major events. Some were weather-related, some were fire-related. We opened a warming station at the Salvation Army when there was a problem at the Willows, just in case they couldn't get back into their apartments. We opened a shelter again at the Salvation Army when families were without power because of ice, and we needed to open a secondary shelter for the animals that could not be housed with the families. The fire on Guilford Street, 3 households were displaced. At that fire, the Bethany Mission right down the street opened their doors so we could work with the fire victims in warmth. They provided food and hot drinks for anybody that walked through their doors. The victims, our Red Cross personnel, the fire and ambulance personnel. You walked in, you were offered. We responded to a fire on 7th Street that displaced 3 families. 15 people on 12th Street were displaced because of winter emergency, and I can go on and on and on. Estimated costs for this year alone are above $25,000. That covers lodging, food, clothing, whatever these people need, and it's all a gift to them. I'm finished with my dissertation, but I need to take this opportunity to personally thank John Wilson, the director of the Lebanon County EMA, and his staff for his and the staff's continued support and assistance they provide to the Red Cross. And I would like to thank the 3 of you personally, for myself, as well as on behalf of the Red Cross, for declaring March as Red Cross Month in Lebanon County. And I am your servant, Mary Ann LeVan.
Thank you. Now, Jamie, do you have a proclamation to read?
I have a question.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just with
Any questions?
the volunteers here how many years of service do we have total with the
Who has a
volunteers?
calculator?
Yeah,
Well, I'm 38.
38 years volunteering, thank you. And Paul?
I have about 48 years, which 20 years as a part-time and a couple of times as a full-time employee.
Wow, thank you.
I have 35.
I'm new to the Red Cross.
Okay.
Thank you for your service. I'm sorry.
That's 121, in case you wanted the math.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Whereas March is American Red Cross Month, a special time to recognize and thank our everyday heroes, those who reach out to help their neighbors when they are in need. And whereas American Red Cross heroes are on the front lines every day. They volunteer their time, give blood, take life-saving courses, or provide financial donations to help those in need. And whereas we would like to remember our heroes here in Lebanon County who give to help people in need. They work tirelessly to help in time of disaster, when someone needs life-saving blood, or the comfort of a helping hand. They provide round-the-clock support to members of the military, veterans and their families, and teach life-saving classes in CPR, aquatic safety, and first aid. And whereas across the country and around the world, the American Red Cross responds to hurricanes, tornadoes, floods and wildfires, the tragedy of the Boston Marathon, and Typhoon Haiyan in the Philippines. And whereas when an injured service member ended up in the hospital far from home, the American Red Cross offered comfort. When a hospital patient needed blood, American Red Cross blood donors helped them. When a lifeguard jumped in to save a drowning child, or someone stepped up to help a heart attack victim, the American Red Cross was there. And whereas we dedicate the month of March to all those who support the American Red Cross mission to prevent and alleviate human suffering in the face of emergencies. Our community depends on the American Red Cross, which relies on donations of time, money, and blood to fulfill its humanitarian mission. Now, therefore, we, the Commissioners of Lebanon County, Pennsylvania, by virtue of the authority vested in us by the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, do hereby proclaim March 2014 as American Red Cross Month, and encourage all Americans to support this organization and its noble humanitarian mission.
Well done. Is there a
Move to
motion?
accept the proclamation.
Thank you.
I'll second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.